Hey traders, Jay uh, here from WB Trades. Uh, Wanted to do a recap on today's trade. Took only one trade, calls to the upside, made around $4,800, uh, well above the daily goal, which is around 1 to 2,000. Can't complain, but really not happy with the execution. I kind of did not follow my plan. Uh, just kind of sold too early. I should have held a little bit longer, but nonetheless, it's just $4,800. In just single day. I really don't have to complain about. But like I said, the execution could be a little better, which we will get into a little bit here. Took only one trade and call it a day. All right, before we get to analysis, again, one more thing. If you guys like these videos, please subscribe the channel. But that will really help to make me encourage me to make more videos and do more recaps on that on day-to-day basis. All right, thanks. So let's get into the analysis. Okay, so the market was kind of gapped up big time today. So there you can see the red line, which was the prior day low, which is about 518, and it opened around 521.22 area. So this was a big giant gap. And like I always tells you, whenever you I see these big gaps, I always fill that gap like as a giant green bar. All right. So I kind of came in late to the morning. I kind of missed this flush, the big drop right here. But I was always gonna try to get this short, but I missed this drop. So like I always tell you that I always fill that gap as a giant green bar, and all what I want to see for how is the pullback is gonna be for the next leg new high, for the next leg up higher. Okay, so I kind of missed this morning session. I came back in the afternoon, and I see this right here. The price was kind of consolidating in that 50 to 60% area right here. You take the FIB and draw it right here. So it gapped up quite big, and look at the selling it came. Very heavy selling. See this giant red bars? Pure selling, no hesitation. And all of a sudden, you see this 50 to 60%? The price has put in some breaks in there. There was no continuation. See this giant red bar? See how heavy the selling is? And once we get into the 50 area, and look how there was no follow through. This red bar followed by green. So we have red bar followed by another green, red bar followed by another green. So this in this area, the price was failing to move lower. What it tells me that institutions are also watching this area, and that what it confirms me that once I see this giant big buying came in, boom, I know that institutions are right after in this area right here. And is that a area again? Like I always tell you, 50 to 60% area. See, so two confirmations, no follow through after selling, and right after that, you get huge buying came in, huge buyers were stepping in, and those are institutions buyers. They love this 50 to 60% area. So once I see that, all I was thinking about just taking calls. I got all the confirmation I need. I don't need to worry about anything else. And I was thinking about taking calls. Well, let's go to the 5 minute chart where I'll show you my entries and exits. So let's take this one here. So the once I see there was no follow through and all this buying came in, I let it pull back. And once I see that this hammer came in, boom, I went calls 20 SPX contracts. I went long there, and I was gonna put my stop right in this zone. or to be on the safe side, I was gonna put right under this low right here, and I was targeting this new high. And once I got in under on this candle, the price move went in my favor, and I was not gonna sell it here. Like if you watched my videos, my previous recaps, I always go for the new high. So I got in 20 SPX contract. It started to vent again in my favor, and there's a huge drop came in. And what I did it, so it did not violate my original stop, which was right under this candle, or if I want to give some room, more room, which was gonna be right here in this zone here. As soon as this drop came in, and that's where I kind of having some second thoughts and trying to overanalyze things, which I have should not done that. I have should stayed into my original stop, which we never got there. As soon this drop happened, and it was the almost like the market was about to close in an hour, so I thought maybe we might not have the enough time to get to this new high, and that's where I kind of messed up. As soon this drop happened, I sold everything right here for just little bit profit. As soon I sold it, it pulled back a little bit, and look, right after that, it went for a new high. If so, that's what happened. So if I have stuck to my original plan, which I always do, I should have made a lot of money because I see that my contracts were like I took 20 SPX contract, I sold for $17. Let's see, I sold it for around well, I was 1530, and they went up to like 3780. That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, so I kind of messed up with my execution. I should have followed my plan, followed my stops. The only reason I kind of have some second thoughts for to get to this new high, I thought maybe we might not have enough time to get to this, and I don't want to go hold this contracts overnight because I usually doesn't do that. I just try to scare everything on every single day, and like I said, I just got in. It went up to my favor, and once I see this pulling back, I kind of sold right here for a little bit profit. But if I have would my stop, what right here, if I would have held it, look at the buying came in. See this huge right after I sold this, it went to the new high. Yeah, so kind of messed up with my plan. I should have uh, stayed to my original plan. Uh, but the only reason kind of I took everything because I thought we were running out of time, and we might not have enough time for this move today. But I was thinking it's gonna happen. I thought maybe this move is gonna come tomorrow. But right after I sold everything, it just came today. A little bit disappointed. I should have followed my plan execution. I did not should have not allowed some second thoughts. But like I said, if you watched my original videos or recaps, you always see me holding my winners. I'm not usually get shaken out with this kind of move. I was always gonna go for this new high. Uh, but yeah, it is what it is. $4,800. Still not that, still above my daily goal. I really doesn't have too much complain about, but I should have followed my original plan. Yeah, so I was, first one, I was just risking one bar in this area. And if I held my winners, I did not, was not going to be shaken out by this drop. And look at the risk to reward ratio. I had 20 contracts, I sold for 15. They went up to 35, 37s. And you guys can do all the math, how much money I left on table. Yeah, if this drop would happen earlier in day, I might, this drop would not shaken me out. I have probably held it, but it was around the closing time, and I don't want to hold those contracts overnight for probably a big gap down or something. So I sold everything for a little bit of profit, and I kind of missed this move up, but that's all right. And, it does not happen to me often. I'll probably get them next time. Uh, $4,100, not that bad. Called it a day. One trade at a time. I should probably, went again, but I didn't feel like. I thought maybe I was gonna chasing a little bit. I might have some bigger stops, so I let it alone. I walked away and called it a day. All right. Like I said, if these recaps are helpful in your trading, go ahead and subscribe the channel, and I'll catch you up with the next recap. Thanks.